this plant has to be my favorite for this year, or maybe next year, or maybe the year after. We spotted this plant about 5 years ago at the Chelsea Flower Show, and as things take time and as breeders create certain plants, it takes a while for them to become international, to be able to get your hands on them. And at last we have this beautiful plant. It's called Senecio Angel Wings. All you must think about is angel wings. It is a spectacular perennial, beautiful furry leaves, like velvet, just like velvet. They love hot, dry, sunny positions, well-drained soil, and the size. And you buy the plant, he's a little guy like this, pop it into a good sunny bed, and it will get at least 60, 70 centimeters in diameter. Completely beautiful. I've got 3 or 4 behind me here in this bed with the little yellow snappies in front. Man, and it is just too gorgeous. I love using grey in the garden. Generally, grey plants have a furriness, right? They have a furriness to touch, and their leaves are quite robust. And we find that really helps with hot, dry positions. Also seaside, where the little hairs actually act as a deflection. So not only are they deflecting the harshness of the sun's rays, but also when the wind hits it, it prevents that major evaporation, which is perfect. So they really are tough customers, even in poor soil. Remember that with most grey plants, like the Senecio, like Cineraria, Dusty Miller, they can all cope with a little bit of cold. So they can go down to -2, -3, which is always good to know. But the other guys that are also fantastic, one of our old stalwarts is Stachys byzantina, or commonly known as lamb's ears. Lamb's ears, great little ground cover, good for the front of beds, and it just multiplies. And when it gets too much, you just dig it up with a garden fork, split it up, and then plant more in the garden. You'll end up with way more than you actually need. So give it away to friends and family, because it's a great little ground cover to have in garden beds. This is another firm favorite of a grey. New kid on the block. This is a Salvia. Relatively new in garden centres. Typically, it's got this beautiful furry leaf. You can see it here, and even right down on the stems. We get quite a bit of wind from this side of the valley, and it's really stood up exceptionally well. You can see the little purple flowers are starting out here, but I don't grow it for that. I grow it for its foliage. So Salvia Lancelot, really beautiful, and I think we should actually call it Sir Lancelot, because it has been spectacular in this garden. Remember, greys, full sun, good well-drained soil, and pretty tough customers. And they're doing the job just perfectly here.